Yeah, on days like this, when there's a bit of skim today,
Yeah.
it helps having a stiff pole. It really does.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi guys, and welcome to the latest video on the First Time Fishing channel. Basically, a lot of you know that we have got a pro angler on First Time Fishing in the form of Grant Merrett. And I needed to share with you recently, he's been on absolute fire. He's recently partaken at the Meadowlands Open on Lambsdown Lake, was drawn peg 44 and caught an absolute incredible 399 pounds in 5 hours. And all he did was caught it shallow and short for the win. Grant also took part in an open match at Tunnel Barn Farm, where he's drawn on extension pool peg 21. He's caught shallow on casters into the cover to win with £200. And just this last week, he's partaken in a 5-day festival, the Mainline Guru and Lanes Bait Festival here in the Midlands. And as you can see from the table next to me, he's gone and come 5th. The guy's an absolute machine at the moment. He's on fire, and I took up the absolute opportunity to go and sit with him at Meadowlands and see how he fishes, approaches his peg to help you guys out. But before we go and join him, let me just remind you that the First Time Fishing Subscribers Charity Match is happening on the 24th of June at Tunnel Barn Farm, and you can get your tickets from www.firsttimefishing.co.uk. I might actually just put the link just up there for you. But come and join us. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned angler, and it doesn't matter if you're just going to be fishing a match for the first time. Come along. It's all for Birmingham Children's Charities. I'll also put another link up. If you can't make it and you want to make a little donation, I'll be much appreciated just up there. Anyway, let's go and find Grant. Hi you guys, and welcome to First Time Fishing with me, Big Bird. We've got an absolute belter for you today, an absolute special. As you can see in the corner of the picture, we've got Grant Merrett here at the beautiful Meadowlands. He's recently come 3rd in an On The Flyer tournament. We're going to get his thoughts on how he approaches his peg, what he thinks he's going to do, how he's going to do his game plan when it comes to match fishing. Let's go and speak to him. So as you can see, Grant has got his 2 rollers set up, equidistance apart, all the way coming through to his peg just here. You can see he's got his kit roost actually even in the water. Let's get it from a different perspective. Here it is from the top end of where his roller sections are. And if we just zoom in now, we can see exactly how everything is in alignment. It's like poetry. Just as we were coming to get a different perspective, we're here with Grant, and we've even got a fish on, Grant.
Yeah, wrong species, but we've got a fish on.
Wrong species, what are we after today?
Big carp for you.
Nice big carp for the cameras.
And we've got a nice small skimmer on at the moment.
Nice little skimmer, but it shows that we're getting bites there, doesn't it?
Yeah, early days, we're getting some bites. Nice fish though.
Happy days.
Nice skimmer on the hard pellet.
Happy days.
Popping back.
So then, Grant, thanks so much for inviting us down here today, where you've had the recent On The Flyer competition here, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Whereabouts were you? You were on this lake, were you?
I was on this lake. Well, I was actually on that bank over there, on those couple of pegs.
Okay, yeah, the other side.
Around about 10 foot there. And yeah, it's 2 billion days, really.
So today, you've set up on this peg.
Yeah.
But what is it that, when you approach this peg, how do you come to the conclusion of how you're going to fish? Because I can see so much. Like, you've got a fantastic margin down here.
Yeah. You're
obviously on quite a vast lake. It's quite, I don't know, on that camera over there, you can see just how big the lake is. And how deep are we here at Meadowlands?
On that far side there, you'll have like 12, 13 foot. Okay. On this bank, probably 6 foot's the deepest.
But even like 12, 15 foot, that's still it's quite a deep lake, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite daunting really if you've never fished in sort of that depth of water. But
like, there's always days like today where it's started to warm up. It's an absolutely beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you could always look at trying to see if the fish are actually going to come shallow.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will later on the day as the day gets warmer. It's going to warm that surface layer up.
Oh, look, and we're in. We're absolutely in. So I've just seen just there that you've just fed a few pellets just there as well.
Yeah.
After you'd caught the fish.
Yeah, just to prime the next one. Obviously, we're fishing a long pole today.
Yeah.
It's going to take me, probably a minute to get back out there. That's a minute for that peg to settle. For that swim to settle again out there.
I'm going to have to get out of the way here. Okay.
Pop that.
They are, mate. What do you think we got on here then?
Skimmer.
Another skimmer?
Another nice skimmer. Loads of these in this lake.
Oh, look at that.
Absolutely loads of them. And like in the summer months you can catch up to £100 of these.
Really?
Yeah, on the day you can catch up to £100. Even in the winter though you can catch £50, another lovely
beautiful,
fish.
Absolutely beautiful.
Let me tell you, Meadowlands.
Show this camera just there.
Yeah. and this lake is rammed with those. Absolutely rammed.
Absolutely stunning. So what are you fishing with today? Hard pellet?
Hard pellet, trying to target some carp. You're going to get a few skimmers. That's just the nature of the beast in this lake, but you don't mind them in a match. Yeah, just going to fish hard pellet, 6 mils on the pole, and hopefully we'll get into some nice big carp for you in the camera later on.
Yeah. And you've opted to start on the deck, haven't you? So
yeah.
So you're on. What are you fishing? About 6 foot?
Yeah, 5, 6 foot.
5 or 6 foot.
Yeah, it's a nice depth, nice comfortable depth to fish.
And what pole are you fishing with today?
My pride and joy. Yeah, Z Pro.
When you came to my place and we did the little interview, you bought this in, didn't you? Yeah. You were saying it's something that you can't live without. Yeah,
it's a special bit of kit. It's an expensive bit of kit, but it is a special bit of kit as well. On days like
Z Pro.
Yeah, on days like this when there's a bit of skim today.
Yeah.
It helps having a stiff pole. It really does. But yeah, on days like today, I'd fish. If we're fishing a pole all day, say I'll fish long pole out there, maybe a shorter pole later on, last couple of hours. And we're going to give it a load of bait up that platform just there. Hopefully catch some real big fish.
Oh yeah, right where we've got the camera set up over there.
Hopefully we
try and get a decent bit of footage over there as well. Yeah.
See that? Proper little drive by that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And that's the other thing that I've just realised as well, completely watching you, because I'm learning so much standing behind you, is that how accurate you are with your feeding.
It's just practice, mate.
I know it's just practice, but how important is that to be catching fish regularly?
Paramount, really. If you fed some like 5 metres past, that's 5 metres that have got to travel then to find your bait.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, so I spent the day with Andy Bennett at Tunnel Barn.
Yeah.
And he was saying that the most important thing is feeding and then presentation. Yeah. In that order.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you haven't got a stream of food going in, you're going to lose the interest of the fish, I suppose, because the whole aim of fishing is to bring the shoal into your swim, isn't it?
Yeah, like this lake's a massive lake. There's there's a huge bit of lake down there that you can't actually see on the camera.
Yeah, it's I'll turn the 360 round and you can see all the way down there.
Yeah, this lake you're not going to catch any sort of carp just feeding 1 or 2 bits of bait. You need to little and often, but just ring in the dinner bell really.
You're right. You're bang on every single time. You use that catapult. You're literally hitting the float.
Just practice.
It's so good to watch.
Ooh, little sign then. It'll pick up soon. We'll have quite a few later, I reckon.
So what is it that's made you go long pole on the deck first of all? This peg.
Obviously,
Knowing the venue?
Yeah, knowing the venue. Obviously, we're not setting no rods up, so I think let's go to the maximum on the pole. Try and draw a few fish in. I've quite a few good hours out of there, and then later on, when they're really starting to look for food, we'll catch them shorter, and then we'll catch them down the edge when they're really, and that light just starting to go. We'll catch them shorter and in shallower water.
Oh.
And catch some big fish. Meadowlands is home to some really big fish.
They are. Oof. Why wouldn't you start off shorter? Why go longer?
In another month, no, probably a bit longer than that. Another 6 weeks' time, when it's really, it's warmed up a bit more, I would start short.
And is that simply because with it being warmer and the fish coming in?
Yeah. That's the warmest water.
They look for the shallower water because it warms up quicker. Is that right?
Yeah. So they'll either be in shallow water, as in short, or not really in the edge.
Yeah.
But they'll be short or they'll be shallow. And obviously you take the gambles then whether you start short or whether you start shallow.
Yeah.
Indications there now. In another month or so's time you'd catch short. It's interesting as well at the moment with the skimmers sort of spawning, looking in the edges. There's a lot of them short, especially in that bank over there.
Well, I'm hoping in a bit we can get over to that edge and we'll
have a few there. I can feel.
We'll have a few, get a few beasts out.
Meadowlands is home to some proper things, proper carp.
All right, mate. I'll leave you to it.
Cheers, buddy.
And we'll and hopefully we'll get a bit of footage of you landing a few fish.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get a few. Unreal.
Greedy. You're on.
Another nice skimmer.
What do you think about this one then, Grant?
Yeah, another nice skimmer, I think. Gonna get a few of these early, I reckon. Like I said before, this lake's absolutely rammed with these. And they're like small ones, really. It's what you normally catch here. Bit of a small stamp, but beautiful fish all the same. Come on, the carp.
Come on, the carp.
There's fish there though, isn't there?
Yeah. There's a lifter.
Yeah.
We're going short.
They're off the bottom.
Talk to me, right? So you've literally decided that you're coming in. What's happened?
Well, I've just had the last couple of minutes I've had a few liners as I'm loose feeding those pellets. I don't think they're really shallow, but they are definitely off the bottom. So what I'm going to do now, I was fishing a bulk and 2 droppers, is now I'm going to fish a bulk and 3 and just keep lifting and laying that rig back in.
So show us that on your line, mate.
So I've got a bulk there, down to a dropper, second one, a third, and down to a 6-inch hook length, which is 0.17, which is quite strong. We're going to try and catch some big fish, and a bait band, and a hair rig.
Happy days.
And all we're doing in that, got my guru pliers, I love these. Just pop them in the band like that, open it up, pick yourself a nice 6mm uniform one, not too long. I find if you fish a really long 6mm, something like, I don't know, something like that one, you tend to miss a lot more bites. Let's go out with that. Do a bit more lifting and dropping, and I'm sure we'll get one on the hook. that's my position now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my rig out to the right, like that. Bring my float to my marker, which is dead in front of me. I'm going to hold that rig there now. Hold it nice and tight. Let that rig settle, and you could get bites now. Let's see what happens.
Can't beat a jammy dodger.
Can't beat them. Get
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. 1 minute. Stay there, baby. Good girl.
Mate, forget the fish, get the biscuit, that's a priority. Yeah.
They're the ones we want. We're going to catch skimmers, let's catch these ones. That's more like it. She nailed in the top lip, absolutely nailed. And they're the ones, they're proper skimmers, Meadowlands finest they are.
So what are you doing there, Grant?
Just lifting it, I'm loose feeding a few pellets, and what I'm doing, I'm just lifting that float out a few inches, and just slowly lowering it down, just to entice a bite, or just catch the eye of a fish. Now we have had a few liners, I think they're about a foot off the bottom, so what I'm trying to do is just lift and drop that pellet, just like that. Lower it down, and you can get bites straight after. If not, just repeat the process. A few pellets, try it with the float. You can get.
You're literally just lifting up like 6 inches and then dropping back in.
Yeah, just lowering it back in. Like I said, you can catch the eye of a fish that's there, and you can catch them quite quick sometimes.
Because a lot of people think like leaving it there and not disturbing it might be the thing to do.
Yeah.
But clearly not, as you're now in on a fish.
Yeah, a better fish as well. I think that's a carp. It's not a carp, it's a big skimmer, but just lifting and dropping that rig has enticed this fish to take the bait. Whereas I think if you sat there with a static bait, I think it would take it eventually, but it'd just take a lot longer. You know, this time of year, this like springtime, when that water's, you know, these fish are still a little bit docile, and they don't really want to be on the bottom. Obviously, you draw them into the peg with some bait, but you sort of got to trick them on the hook sometimes. And trick this one. I think it's a better skimmer. Nice fish by the field of that. Just easing the fish back with the puller on my top kit. I think it is either a small carp. Just take your time. Just ease into the net. Quite a lively one. Just take your time. Match conditions, they all count. Reasonably light elastics, so we're catching quite a few skimmers. Don't want to bump them off. This time of year is about making every fish count. Just take your time. First carp of the day. Small one by Meadowlands standards, but we're off the mark with the first carp, so I'll hold him up for you if he behaves himself. Small carp for Meadowlands standards, but we're off the mark, and hopefully there's a few of these rocked up now. Yeah.
Yes. How was that then, Grant? Just persistence of the bait over the top?
Yeah, we've just seen one come in the peg and we've nailed him. Heavily loose feeding, 6 mils, and slapping a big 8 mil pretty regular. It's resulted in another bite and another big fish by the feel of that. Conditions have changed, it's gone really warm now. It's warming that upper layers of the lake up, and they're definitely up in the water now. Nice and smooth, don't rush. Another big angry fish out. Take your time. Never be too eager to take your top kit off either. Especially with these bigger fish, because you can take it off and then they can run out at a strange angle like that way, and you can't get your top kit back on and you end up breaking you or pulling out of the fish. Just take your time. There he is. Nice comment. Not quite. Made a bit of an error with the net there.
Don't worry, it'll look good on camera.
There we go, we got him. Nice fish. Hold him up for you. Nice fish, bit bigger, probably the biggest of the day. Oh, still a bit lively. Nice Meadowlands coming. Caught shallow on the pole. Let's get him back.
What a quality comment just to finish it off with. I really appreciate you inviting us down today. Well, inviting me down today. I've learned so much, mate.
Yeah, it's a
So much.
brilliant venue, full of fish. What a beautiful day to come.
It's been incredible, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
been so good. It's been so good.
Yeah.
And Meadowlands, how much is it for a day ticket here, Meadowlands?
£10 a day ticket. But
Brilliant. And we've had nobody on the lake today, have we?
I've had it to
It's been
ourselves.
absolutely stunning.
Had it to ourselves, and you're in for a brilliant day's fishing if you come here. You know, you can catch roach to £2, carp to £20, and you can have a breamer chuck if you want one.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, thanks ever so much for your time, buddy.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Do you want to finish the film off?
So if you're out this weekend, have a brilliant day. Tight lines.
Tight lines. Sorted.
Yes.